Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
All right, guys. Thank you for holding. Just had to switch over to VOL, Voice of the Fans. Voice of the Fans, as my son say. He like to do the echo for some reason. I don't know why, but that's what he like to do. Man, what did y'all think about that college championship game?
Man, that was the worst championship ever. Worst one I've ever seen. You might as well put Southern Miss in there.
I was like, TCU had no business beating Michigan to get into the championship game. It was terrible. Cause look, in my mind, I was just hoping, like, okay, come on, TCU, they're gonna get something going. Nope, it never came. They got lucky because I forgot his name. I think it was Johnson that left wide open, and that's how they scored that. But come on, TCU.
It was over in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
When Georgia was marching up and down the field,
that game shows you. It just shows you cannot have a 30, 40 ranked class going up against a top 3, 4 class team in that championship game.
Welcome to the
TCU got
SEC.
manhandled. Yes. TCU got manhandled.
Do you think the NCAA was kind of mad about this game? They thinking like we need to go back to the drawing board.
They lost a lot of money for sure.
They did. Look, I turned the TV
money.
off at the start of the third quarter. I think somewhere in the third, I turned the TV off. It was just
I turned it off after the first. I mean, it wasn't worth watching. I didn't see anything
really
that TCU was doing that was going to bring them back into that game after the first quarter. They were getting blown off the ball, couldn't stop anybody. It was bad.
They tried to run the ball, and it was just they ran the ball pretty decent.
They had some success.
Yeah, but the play calling was the receivers couldn't get open. They just put it like that, and I think his name Duggan. That's his name. That's how you pronounce his name.
What a fraud!
Oh my word! I remember what I said in the group chat. I see why he lost his job because he think he Taysom Hill. You can't be coming in the NFL, playing like Taysom Hill. You want to be a running back or a quarterback, my guy.
That's the closest
thing. The offensive line had no chance. Duggan had not one chance.
He was throwing like Duggan had the jitters the first two drives. Like the first.
I wonder why.
He was throwing the ball. He was throwing the ball into the ground.
Well, you seen that pressure coming. I mean, I feel like if Michigan would have made the game, they would have got stomped too. I don't know, 65-7, but it probably would have been a 42, 13, 42-7 kind of a game.
I agree. Ohio State and Georgia, that was the national championship.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, it was. It was just, I don't know. NCAA kicking themselves right now for allowing the playoff.
Well, they have a refuge coming. Far as was it an 8 or 12 team playoff system they implemented?
It was
12.
They put in a 12. I think they put in a 12.
I'm cool with 12.
Dilute. Yeah, cause if they put a 12 team, they'll get out all the sorry teams real quick.
But TCU wouldn't make it. TCU wouldn't make it the championship game.
He wouldn't make it. They wouldn't make it. So 12 teams, they'll be actually good because, like I said, they'll flush out all the sorry teams. They wouldn't make it that far if they don't have a good roster or a good recruiting class. So hey, it'll be bad this year. It was just, man, I tried to show support as much as possible I was like, you know, this.
They lost to Kansas State.
I've never seen a game that bad in the national championship ever.
I'm trying to think. I seen a blowout, but it wasn't
not that bad.
Not that bad. I mean, the TCU shouldn't have been there. And I'm not trying to knock them anything. I understand they beat Michigan, but
I am. I'm trying to knock them.
I know. I
ain't gonna knock them for the Michigan game. I'm gonna knock them for the championship game. I mean, you gotta knock the committee because the committee the one that put them in there.
Yeah,
you gotta knock the committee.
Didn't RC pick TCU? Then he switched. Is that what he did?
I'm not sure. I would hope he. I would hope he didn't.
TCU.
You know what? He might have gave him a chance because they played Michigan pretty well.
Yeah,
but
think
then
he's
seen the truth.
There's at least 8 SEC teams that could beat TCU this year.
Mississippi State would beat TCU.
Ole Miss would have beat TCU.
Georgia, Bama, Tennessee, LSU.
Yeah.
All of them will be in.
So, next question for y'all though. What is Bennett? Is he getting drafted or are he going undrafted?
Stetson Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be an undrafted.
Yeah, when you say 5'10", you say 5'10", right?
I didn't know if Flowers was in here when I said it, but I played at Jones with him.
Yeah, I heard you say you was close to him. He was like next to your dorm.
Yeah, we were in the same dorm, and I had a few conversations with him, but I would have never thought that dude would have been winning 2 natties for Georgia.
I know that's right.
Crazy.
That's right.
Is that well? You 6'4", and you stand as the Bennett. I bet you like this the quarterback.
Yeah, I know. He was so cocky and everything too. I was like, this dude, man.
That cockiness got him. That cockiness got him to where he is now.
He was acting like Purdy though on the field.
He's a dog. I'll give it to him. Like, that dude won 2 national championships.
Let's not. I'm not trying to take anything away from Stetson, but this game we seen a couple of days ago. I think all 3 of us could have got out there and did that. I'm not trying to take anything away.
That time.
I agree with that.
He was pressure.
He ran. I mean, I've never seen Stetson Bennett run up and down the field like that. Not against.
I didn't know he was that fast. Yeah, I ain't like okay, he can run a little bit.
He was just fast.
Maybe them guys was just so.
But I think we've seen people that play like Stetson Bennett in the league. You know, that was a backup that was serviceable. That his size. I mean, you got people like 5'10". What's the Missouri quarterback? McSorley now. You had Chase McDaniel that they played for a long time. That was short. You played with the Saints, right?
Oh, Chase Daniels.
Chase Daniels. Yeah. You short guy.
5'9".
Yeah, so I think
he was like 6 foot.
He's like a
5'10", 6 foot.
Yeah,
like a Trevor.
I just don't. To be honest, guy, I just don't like short quarterbacks. I like my quarterback to be 6'2" and above. That's just my opinion.
What about Drew?
Drew is an exception. He's an exception. He's an exception. But most of the time, I want my quarterback to be 6'2" and above.
There ain't many successful. I guess what Russell. He was successful. Drew Brees successful.
I was about to say, look at Kyler Murray's situation here. He can't see. If he can't see downfield like that.
He has so much talent, though, man. I really think
I know what we had Doug Flutie at 5'9" or something like that, but
it's rare.
That's about it. It's rare.
Well, you know what made Drew Brees special though? Drew Brees was smart enough. He knew where everybody was. So his ball placement, he was going to put it where the receiver needed to be. And maybe that's what shorter quarterbacks need to understand. As far as if you can't see over the line, you just have to understand the ball has to be in a particular place at a particular time. And Drew Brees mastered that.
And you know what else Drew Brees did? He stood on his tippy toes. I don't know if you ever noticed that sometimes.
Yes.
He would stretch his neck out the seat and stand on his tippy toes. I don't know how he mastered that, but that's his style. He could get up on his toes and still be accurate while throwing the football like that.
I felt like you got to live in the playbook. Like if you're shorter, you're already at a disadvantage. You got to come up with your own advantage, by staying in the playbook. Like you got to live in the film room.
Well, so who y'all think taking a chance on Bennett and undrafted? If you don't get drafted, who y'all think will probably?
I'm quite sure he won't get drafted. Somebody invite him to come to a camp and play And, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just because he garners the 2 championships, I just don't think that's gonna make him draftable. I just don't see anything. I mean, if he does, it'll be.
He might go in the 6th round. I can say 6th or 5th round or something like that.
But there's nothing wrong with being an undrafted free agent as long as you get the opportunity.
Don't even making money, right?
He'll get an opportunity just because he's won 2 national championships. So
yes,
he'll get a chance. He might not start, but he'll probably play some preseason.
Yeah, I really, to be honest, I don't like him that much, so I'm just keep my eye on him. All right, do y'all want to see the game picks?
Go on, toss them up. Let's see what's going on. Well, are we done? Are we stopping?
We stopping at week 18.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stop at week 18. So I figured out how to keep us on the screen and also show the video. So let me see would this work and see, can y'all see the record? So here we go.
Yes,
can y'all see that?
Yes.
The GOAT.
Oh, it didn't work.
Well, no, I see. I don't see us, but I see the screen.
Look at that flow right there.
I get with some music.
Gatwood, that's you in the Braves jersey?
Yeah.
You got your smooth
music here. Hey, look at Gatwood.
I thought you were gonna catch it, Swift.
Hey, I was trying though. Look, I'm happy that I tied RC. I was just happy that I tied. I got up there with RC. Because
I think you're just glad you beat Tyler.
That's right, because Tyler got to get the pie in his face. He missed the episode for a reason. He didn't want to talk about it. Yeah, he didn't want to talk about it. But look at Gatwood. Gatwood didn't win his fantasy team, but he won this.
That's all right. Get a cookie?
You get a what?
Do I get a cookie?
No. No, don't count on that. Oh no, maybe next year.
You get the chance.
Maybe next year we do a prize or something. Yeah. How about that? Next year, I don't know what it is.
Get a belt or something.
Yeah, man. Go buy a belt.
Your championship belt or something.
Yeah, championship belt. And we'd ship it to you or something like that. Then if somebody else beat you, you ship it to that person. We just trade back and forth.
The VOF belt?
Yeah, the VOF belt.
Sportscaster championship belt.
Yeah. I was working on something for Tyler, but I couldn't get it to work exactly. So he better be lucky I couldn't get what I wanted to do to work.
Put a Dante on top of his head or something?
No, that was one of them. I was trying to. You remember that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Carlton steals the ball from Will and he shoots the ball? Yeah. I was trying to. I was trying to put Tyler face on Carlton's body, but I couldn't get it.
Funny.
I couldn't get it together just right, so I had to scrap the whole project. Trust me, Tyler. When my skills get A1, you better watch out. I'm putting stuff together.
That's funny.
Yeah. So let's dive into the playoff games. Let me go back to the schedule.
Are we gonna go live picks here?
Yes.
Live picks.
Oh.
We're doing live picks right now. So, but I'm probably not gonna post it till Friday. A little bit more closer, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the game picks tonight. I think the first round we pretty much know what's gonna happen. Pretty much, I'll say that. I'll say that it's like it'd be once in a while it'd be an upset, but most of the time
I think you got a few that are locks, but it's some games that can go either or. So
let's start off with this though. We'll start off with the Seahawks and 49ers. The Seahawks going to the 49ers place. I'll ask Flowers this since RC's not here. Is it Purdy time? Is Glock Purdy time?
It's Glock Purdy time. It's time to put away the kids and the grown men out to play. The playoffs. I expect the 49ers to roll in this game. I know, they play Seattle. This will be the third time. Division games are tough, but this is the time of the year that, the stars come out and play, and San Francisco has too many for Seattle to contend with. A lot of youth over there in Seattle.
Isn't it true that no team hasn't beaten a team 3 times in a season?
I'm quite sure that's happened before.
I'm sure it's happened.
I'm sure it's happened before.
The Saints, we beat the Bucs twice in the regular season, but lost them in the playoffs.
I have to go back and look, but I would think that somebody's been beat 3 times before.
I bet like the Jets remember the Jets would make the playoffs like when they had Mark Sanchez and all them.
Yeah,
I bet the Patriots beat them 3 times once. I just feel like
I would think the Patriots beat somebody 3 times in one year.
Yeah.
I would. That's what I'm saying. I would think the Patriots somebody like that.
So Geno Smith, he been looking kind of regular. Has he not?
You just don't like Geno.
I'm just saying he's been looking regular.
He did, but
the Rams gave that game away. They created 2. Ramsey had 2 interceptions. They were creating the ball over. They were stopping the Seahawks, and Baker, he just don't know. He don't know. He don't.
A lot of crazy things went on in that game.
Geno 100%. He 100% has comeback player of the year in the bag.
Yeah, comeback player of the year. Yeah,
comeback player of the year.
Who else would?
You thought it was gonna be your boy MT.
Was it Waddle? Didn't Waddle get hurt last year?
No, I don't think he did. Waddle caught 100 balls last year. I thought.
Yeah, he did.
It was some. I must be thinking about somebody else. Then I thought for sure Waddle.
Who was hurt last year? I mean, it's mainly people that were hurt. Or
what about Christian McCaffrey?
He could, yeah.
But I think Geno is more deserving because of the time he hasn't played for him to play a whole season and be productive the way he was.
I love that, dude.
When you mean time he hasn't been playing, you mean as a backup? That you talking about?
Ben, how do you not like that? I love it.
Ben. Give the man some props. Give the man some props.
I don't trust him.
He stepped into an awkward situation. Let's be honest. Carroll and Russell Wilson were not seeing eye to eye. Russell didn't want to be there the past 2 years. They stepped in. We all quite sure picked them last in the division. Everybody wrote him off. And he delivered enough to get them. He delivered enough to get them to the playoffs. So we have to give credit and recognition, even though Pete Carroll's a great coach. Run game worked this year. Kenneth Walker, 2 offensive line tackle picks. They panned out well, and some defensive youth. You got Wooden that led the league in interceptions. So, but it won't be enough this week.
Yeah, it's just like the Seahawks. They played better than what everybody thought they were going to do.
Most definitely.
So, but they going against the 49ers, and the 49ers are red hot. I believe they won 10 straight games.
10 straight, yes.
That's hot.
Healthy.
They healthy.
Debo's back.
I just Gatwood, if the Seahawks did win this game, what would you say they can do to do that?
Geno gonna have to go berserk. That's how they gonna win. But they gonna have to establish the run game with Kenneth Walker, but so that they're not one dimensional. But I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that against that defense.
I'll say this: the only way I can see Seahawks win this game is turnovers. If the 49ers just start turning the ball over early, that'll be the only one. That'll be the only way because they'll use Kenneth Walker to keep the
short field.
Short field, and then keep the offense off the field.
I'll give you a number. If the Seahawks can force 3 turnovers, they'll have a good chance to win this game. And if it's short field turnovers, if they can get a turnover, put it over the 50, get in the short field positions, be able to put some points on the board, can't settle for 3 all the time. Mm-mm. But that's the 1 in a million chance of them winning. I don't see it happening though.
Yeah, they ain't gonna let Brock Purdy. They're not gonna let him get in that type of situation where he will turn the ball over a lot.
Oh, he did have a couple turnovers versus Raiders though. It was just kind of bad passes, but it can't happen. But the Seahawks defense,
perfect.
Seahawks defense, they can't create turnovers. So that's the only way I see happening if they can create some turnovers. All right, everybody taking the 49ers?
49ers.
Everybody got the 49ers. RC be happy right now. So now I just thought about that. It would be funny though if the 49ers lost this game and RC had to come back Monday after missing the game.
Man,
anybody would show up. He like, bro. Oh man, that'll be a sound bite. I just let RC have the floor. I'm like,
just let her have the floor now.
Yeah, the show is yours at this point. All right, the Chargers are playing against the Jaguars. Woo! Herbert
this
versus
is one of the ones.
Sunshine.
I'm excited for that
one. One of the ones. Gatwood. Can Sunshine overcome Herbert? Is that what it'll come down to?
He can, because they already beat him earlier this year. They beat him bad this year.
Yeah, they beat him bad. They beat him bad.
I mean, I know that don't mean nothing. It's the postseason now. You know that firsthand as a Saints fan playing the Bucks.
Look. Hey, don't make me look. See, you doing that because I can't say nothing about Watson. That's why you doing that right now. Cause I thought about what I said. A couple episodes ago. So you lucky. But let's be honest, Herbert didn't have Keenan Allen. He didn't have his number one guy. I don't even know Mike Williams played.
Well, they said that Mike Williams got hurt in that final regular season game, and Joey Bosa, and they already clinched. They already clinched the 5th spot, so that was stupid. I don't know what they were thinking playing them, because they both.
Yeah, especially Joey.
Yeah, they both.
The whole team. Why are they out there?
Yeah, if you already clinched the 5th spot.
What happened to Mike Williams? I didn't see that report.
He got carted off the field. I can't remember what happened.
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This Chargers team is always dealing with the injury bug.
Mike Williams always getting hurt.
But they need to do something about the medical staff or something, the personal trainer, whatever. It's something going on. Cause these players, Derwin James, Bosa.
That's on the coaches though for playing them.
Allen. All these guys just stay hurt, man. They can play like a whole season together. Whew, it's gonna be a tough game though. I'm liking what I saw from the Jaguars right now. They run the ball with Travis Etienne. Once they do against Space, man, it's on. It's just they spreading the ball around. That's what they doing. Trevor is getting the ball in his hand. No, he going through his reads now. He seemed a lot more comfortable. I don't know if Doug Peterson threatened him. You see what's happening. You see what's going on with Zach Wilson with the New York Jets. You want that to be you? So he, and Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence said no. So he's playing a lot better. That's for sure.
He made Evan Ingram, man. He had a great year.
Mm-hmm. Very good year.
Oh yeah,
Christian Kirk. Now, they had a good year.
Kirk, Zay Jones. They all had good years.
Zay Jones is so underrated.
They have a nice little receiving. I think they have a bunch of number 2s. I still think they need to get that guy.
True.
Like, they have good receivers, but I think they need a true number 1 to get over the top.
Maybe they draft one. Who knows? Flowers. Who you have in this game? Chargers or the Jaguars?
You know what? I think I want to revisit what I said maybe a month ago about the Chargers going after Sean Payton. Because this is going to be the game right here.
If they get blown out,
they're going to lose, and they're going to end up getting rid of Coach Staley. It's written on the wall. I'm going with Jackson. I'm going with Jacksonville, but it's written on the wall for Coach Staley to get in the playoffs and them to underperform. Jacksonville's beat. I know that was week 2. Jacksonville's better though than they were week 2. In my opinion,
they're a lot better and they're a lot more efficient. And the defense is playing outstanding.
I called that upset then. I'm sticking with Jacksonville now.
It's tough. It's a tough.
Herbert is my boy. That's my boy. He won me over when I saw him play against the Saints. I said, this dude got some skills. But he screwed me in fantasy. He only gave me 5 points when I needed him about 20. I just don't like this offense.
Offensive line is beat up.
It's not Herbert. It's the offense. Mm-hmm. It's bad. The play calling sucks. They use Eckler when they desperate. When you should be using Eckler right off the bat.
He's a dog.
In every situation. Yes, I don't understand how this man not like have. I don't know how many catches he had, but he should average about 7-8 catches a game.
Well, that's how the Saints should do with Kamara, man. The Saints
but they're not doing it.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I had that stat to see how many catches he have on the year. But he should be having 7 to 8 catches a game automatically. But the Chargers, for some reason, hate this man till they need him. Till they need a savior, that's when they call on him. When they drown him, that's when they need him to need him to save them. So that's why I'm not taking the Chargers, because they've been so inconsistent this whole year. and it's pitiful. It's very disturbing. It's very upsetting because they have so much talent on this team and they cannot put it together.
He had 107 catches, bro.
107 catches. Wow.
It don't seem like it was 100.
They don't seem like it. But they don't use. I mean, I'm with you though, Ben. They don't use him the way he needs to be used. It's fine and dandy that we see 107 catches on the screen.
It gotta be
out of those catches. Where were they?
It gotta be. Exactly. I feel like it was probably backloaded too. Like I said, they start force feeding them when it matters. Like when they behind, they're like, oh shoot, we behind 2 scores. We need something. So I'm taking the Jaguars because Chargers offense is bad. It's not good. It's not efficient. That's what I'm looking for. It's not efficient. Jaguars offense is very productive. So I'm taking the Jaguars plus the defense on the Jacksonville side. What you thinking, Gatwood?
I mean, I was kind of back and forth about it, but I think I'm going to go with the Jaguars too because I believe more in Doug Peterson than I do in Brandon Staley.
Mm-hmm. That's true, man. Doug Peterson. Let's give Doug Pearson a round of applause, guys. Man. And the Saints let them do it. The Saints let them do it the building.
Yeah, y'all should have hired Doug Peterson. I agree. I was shocked when he left the building in New Orleans. After that, I knew y'all were gonna hire
Dennis Allen, DA. I promise, man. So it's gonna be a good game, man. It's a lot of good games this weekend. It's a lot of. I don't know. Yeah, I'm watching all of them. I'm watching it. Like, I told my wife, I said, because my wife, she trying to go on a date Friday. I said,
knock it out Friday, Ben.
Okay, yeah, we're going because Saturday and Sunday, I'm in front of that couch. I'm on the couch watching TV. So, Dolphins versus the Bills. I think that Tua report just sealed the fate of the Dolphins. They are just not together. They are all over the place. I don't know how this affect my Daniel status, but if they do look at him and his resume, his production for the season, all you got chalked it up to is not having a quarterback. Two have been hurt on and off this whole year. Like Coach AP was saying, the defense has been lackluster to say the least. I mean, the corners seem to be playing pretty well, but they haven't generated enough pressure, and the linebackers are kind of iffy too. But that they need a quarterback. If they can't come into versus the Bills without a quarterback, it's just plain and simple. You can't do that versus Josh Allen. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about this game. It's going to be the Bills. If they don't have to, it's pretty much a wrap.
It's set in stone, pretty much. There's nothing you can do about it. Flowers. Josh Allen. Will he have any turnovers in this game?
I would hope not, but I wouldn't be shocked if he gave him one. I mean, in Miami probably needed more than Josh Allen to benefit for it or from it. But Miami's fate is sealed. The question is, how much? How much is Buffalo going to put on them? Because you can't trust Skylar Thompson. Tyrod's probably not Tyrod. Teddy's not going to play, more than likely.
Is it Skylar Thompson?
You're going with a third stringer against Buffalo. With the momentum wave they're riding right now, that's too much.
Skylar and Tyler. That's a name, Skylar. I thought it was a girl at first. So like, dang, they got the first female quarterback in the league.
You don't go that far.
Okay, Skylar Thompson played like a girl too, so
it's like a WNBA player.
That's what I was about to say. Sounds like a WNBA player.
It does. Skylar Thompson with the hoop, with Skylar Thompson for 3
sparks.
Skylar Thompson for a pick 6. That's Mike Dunn has to be sick. You like imagine you a coach and you making a game plan for Skylar Thompson.
You always do what you got.
I'll probably push everything off the desk. I'm like, man, bump this. We just gonna wing it. We're just gonna run the ball.
But you know what? I guess I give Miami some light in this dark cloud of hopelessness. That's the third time they'll see my Buffalo this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be anything new in a sense.
Exactly.
But I think Tyreek Hill's banged up also. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for the Dolphins.
Would you?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, but I'm gonna give Mike McDaniel some credit for the season he gave. I can't count wins and losses. All I know is if you give him a quarterback, a healthy roster, you see some production.
Would you try to get Josh Allen on the, I don't want to say the right path, but trying to like scale him back some, not using him as much, like especially running the ball, especially if you can control the game early. You try to rely more on Hines and the running backs just to keep him from doing all the extra stuff.
Probably the most typical thing that we're probably going to think, that I think is this is a game that Buffalo comes out and throws that Tyson left or right.
Come on, firing.
Yeah, they're going to hit Buffalo. They're going to hit Miami in the mouth, and I wouldn't be shocked if it was 28-0 at half. And, Josh Allen and company can, call the dogs off in a sense. As us old heads used to say, call the dogs off a little bit. The only person that could control Josh Allen as far as his turnovers is probably Coach Dable. Coach Dable did a great job of keeping Josh Allen in check and limiting his interception and turnovers, just like he's doing with Daniel Jones. So Josh Allen has to be the person that take control of his decision making and make better decisions. And this is the time of the year, Ben. You put it on the line, so he should have been not carrying the ball as much. Prior to big time. Now this is when you want to carry the ball. This is when you want to fight for the extra yard. This is when you want to be tough. Put your head down because you got something to fight for now. So I think Josh Allen can weather the storm. They have faith looking on their side right now. So we'll see what goes on.
Just hope he don't get hurt. Just hope he don't get hurt. All right. Giants versus the Vikings. Oh yeah, all of us taking the Bills.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Giants versus the Vikings.
I don't like
Captain
this game.
Kirk is back in seat. Oh man, Gatwood. What can the Giants do to beat the Vikings?
They can get Kirk Cousins to turn the ball over. That's what get pressure on him.
Mm-hmm.
Get him to turn the ball over. If they can stop Dalvin and make him one-dimensional, it's gonna be tough. I think the Giants got a good shot in this game just because primetime Kirk, you know how he is.
Captain Kirk. So would you rely heavily on Barkley? Like, will you try to just set the tone by running him as much as possible?
Yeah. You got to feed Barkley. He's your guy.
Keep Jettis off the field. Because I think you don't want to get a track meet with the Vikings because the Giants don't have no track stars.
Mm-hmm.
So it just all depends on what the Giants' game plan is. They want to slow down. I think they need to slow down this game.
I agree.
Don't get in high tempo with the Vikings. That's just bad. That's just bad because I don't want Daniel Jones trying to outdo Kirk Cousins. No
shootout.
No shootout. So let's keep it close. That's what I'm thinking. But the Vikings, I think they have something to prove here. I know they're hearing out the naysayers and doubters talking about they can't hold the lead. Primetime Kirk, he always coughs it up. He always makes the horrible decisions, and I feel like that they're gonna come out red hot, especially with Dalvin. I want to see the uses of Dalvin more in this game, especially against the Giants front four.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get them guys tired early and fast. So I think we're gonna see a lot of quick passes, a lot of quick counters to get this defense offset. That's why I see the Vikings coming out doing. What you think, Flowers?
Ben, I think you got it right on the money. I think the Giants need to slow down the game. They need to run the ball with Saquon. They need to run the ball with Daniel Jones. Get it to third and short. Second and short. Keep time possession on their favor. You do not want to get in a shootout with the Vikings, even though I'm gonna pick the Vikings this week just because they're at home. Now the Giants can win this game, no doubt. that front four can get pressure on Kirk Cousins and force a turnover or two. They played a couple of weeks ago back and forth. It took a 61-yard field goal to decide the game. I just think that Minnesota, especially with the letdown a couple of weeks ago, even though the game is at 3:30 prime time, y'all know how I feel about that. Kirk Cousins, you know how I feel about that. I don't know if we're gonna get Kirk Cousins or we're gonna get Captain Clutch this week. So I'm gonna go with the clutch part of it. We're gonna go Minnesota.
And tell Thibodeau we don't want to see no snow angels.
No snow angels. No, it might be snowing in Minnesota. Go outside after the game, sir.
We don't want to see no snow angels, Thibodeau. So yeah, it's all gonna come down to Kirk Cousins and the game plan. Like they cannot put Kirk in a situation where he just forcing the ball downfield. I think that's where he turned the ball over the most when he tried to force feed Justin Jefferson too. That's why I said they need to get throw some quick passes to Jettis and Osborne. Let them guys take it, man.
Hand the ball off to Dalvin. Let's not make this hard.
What Dalvin do to y'all? What I want to know what Dalvin did because they treat him like he's a second stringer.
This is the time of the year that you gotta let it loose.
Like you saying, they scared of him getting injured. Well, you can't worry about that now. We're in the playoffs. You gotta let the man play. And it just blew my mind. Isn't Dalvin a catching back?
Yes,
am I not mistaken?
He can catch.
Yeah, he can catch.
So why they not throwing it to him?
That's a good question. I mean, the Vikings are loaded, man. They are loaded.
That's just one piece you can use. Like I remember last year, the Vikings were known to do the screen game, but it seemed like that's non-existent now. I don't.
Different.
Well, new coach, new scheme. I want to know. I haven't watched any Dalvin Cook press conferences, but I want to know how he feel about not getting those type of touches and everything. God, he's something fancy. That was another player that I'm glad I didn't take him. I don't know who did, but he just wasn't that good. So Daniel Jones, he just need to limit the passes. I feel like he need to use his feet more than anything. This game, kind of Vikings defense, they not that good. The linebacker core, I feel like
got some pass rushers.
They got some pass rushers.
Kendrick's a good linebacker.
But Kendrick has been too much on him. Too much is on his plate to cover everything. So I think that's why the people been gashing them for run as the type of play calling they use to get Kendrick, going from one place to another, and the corners and everything like that. Patrick Peterson ain't trying to come up and make a tackle. He's just trying to cover.
They play a 3-4, if I'm not mistaken, now, right?
Yes,
because you got Darius Smith and they got Daniel Hunter out on the outside linebacker, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
In order to play a 3-4 defense, your front three need to be some studs, and you got to get pushed. That protects the linebackers. So that Minnesota, that front seven, they're going to have to get a push to slow down Saquon assist, because that's the game right there. If they can get pressure on Daniel Jones and slow down Saquon,
that's a big task though, especially for that Vikings defense. They haven't been showing all year they can stop the run.
Right.
You seen what Dallas did to them? I mean, Tony Pollard had a game of his life, and even Zeke had a couple of good runs. And Zeke, he hadn't been good ever since that cereal bowl commercial you put out. Where he was doing, feed me. If you ate too much, you ate too much, Zeke. I fed you a little bit too much. So that's what worries me about the Vikings. I can see them just getting gashed. Because Saquon had a good game last time.
Yeah, I want to say he did.
Yeah, so I'm picking the Vikings, but I can see them. I wouldn't be shocked if the Vikings not just ran the ball down the throats with Saquon.
That's an either or right there, but we're gonna.
It is. Everybody taking the Vikings?
Yeah, I'm taking the Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings.
All right, this is another one. This is a head scratcher. It's more of a head scratcher for the Ravens more than anything. But they play against the Bengals. Lamar's coming back. I'm sure. He's not.
He is.
No, Flowers. Don't tell me he's not.
back.
I assume that he'll be back.
From what I heard today, I heard that the knee injury is still a concern. So I don't think he's playing. I'm just throwing it out there.
You don't?
I'm just throwing it out there. Don't be shocked if you don't see him this weekend.
Then we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Even if you did see him this weekend, like we talked about last week,
he ain't gonna be ready.
He can't come out there and be Superman. He ain't played in over a month. Like, let's be realistic here.
This is a problem, though.
I'm trying to. I know I heard them saying that the knee was more an issue than what it was thought to be.
This is a problem for Lamar in many ways.
For his money.
Yes, and for the
Ravens. Money with Baltimore. His money with Baltimore.
Yeah.
In many ways, because now, this is like his 5th game he has missed.
Yeah,
that's a problem. And now we coming in the playoffs and you tell me you can't go?
I think he played.
I had a coach get mad at me because I hyperextended my knee and we was in a tournament play. And he said, "You sure you can't go?" I said, "I can't go." He called a trainer over there. Trainer worked on me for 30 minutes, man. Coach came back. You can't go? I said, I tried. Cause look, he didn't want me. He didn't want to hear I can't go during the tournament play. It's a important tournament play. So I got there and I tried to play with the hyperextended knee, man. I just couldn't move laterally. Like it was, I was more of a liability
yourself than what you might have thought.
So I took myself out the second quarter. I was like, I can't go anymore. So now the Ravens, I bet they in Lamar locker room like, you can't go? You sure you can't go? And I think that's not. I think it's gonna do something to the relationship now, especially in the playoffs.
I mean, if he's hurt, he's hurt though. I mean, he can't help it if he's hurt.
But we seen guys, quarterbacks, play with
but he relies on his legs though. He relies on his legs.
We see Jameis with a broke back coming out there.
That turned out.
That's what I'm saying.
Putting him out there to make the injury worse, though. That's what we have to think about.
But you think the owners and GMs are really thinking about that, though?
Lamar gonna be thinking about that money,
You know what, though? In a sense, Baltimore has got a test run of how they would look without Lamar. The past month and a half.
Huntley. But the crazy thing is that whole offense is predicated around Lamar, so it won't look. It's not going to work. They have to revamp their whole offense.
Maybe that's a thought. Maybe it's a thought.
They have to re-scrap. They have to scrap the whole thing.
All we know is they do not want to pay Lamar Jackson $200 million guaranteed. That's a fact. We know that.
Franchise quarterbacks don't grow on trees.
This is a problem though, because now, because you franchise quarterback is missing a playoff game, and you didn't want to pay him in the first get go, so now I'm gonna pay him now. I don't know.
Well, it gives Baltimore leverage because they argue not paying him. So
you were hurt.
That gives that tilts the weight more on their side.
So did Lamar make a mistake for betting on himself?
No, he's still gonna get paid by somebody else. Somebody, dude. There's so many teams that want a franchise quarterback, and he'll get paid.
Yeah,
that's true. I feel like if Lamar was to step away from the Ravens,
he's
our GM the Saints, I said, "What was your asking price?" Okay, that's cool.
He's gone. He's not coming back to the Ravens because he'll never. Because if they didn't want to pay him at first, he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder. He's not gonna want.
And now you want, now we think the Ravens gonna pay him after an injury, a knee injury.
Mm-hmm. And we can't sit up here and think everything's all fine and dandy right now because we don't hear him talk to the media.
Mm-mm.
They don't talk about him. I mean, it's a lot of strange stuff.
It seems like they moved on. It seemed like they moved on from. To be honest. So is this walking apart for the Bengals? I mean, the Ravens are terrible. They lose home. They lost to the Steelers, right? Oh, that was the Browns. No, that was the Browns. Oh, it was the Browns.
I'm quite sure they lost to the Steelers in there somewhere. Yeah, they lost to the Steelers second time.
The second time. That was like week 16?
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So Burrow, he's back at it. Joe Cool. Flowers, what you saying from Joe Burrow?
Joe Cool has been cool as the other side of the pillow, as they say. But I'm not, and it's not Baltimore that's gonna worry me. Now, Baltimore defense, probably get a little pressure on Joe Cool because he lost Kappa and pretty much the whole right side of his line.
That's rough.
So that's rough. He'll probably prevail in the first round. But I do have concerns, with Joe moving on. Even though he can take a hit, last year we seen Tennessee sack him 9 times and he still win the game. You run somebody that can score, match you, and if they can get Joe Cool to turn it over, Cincinnati might be out to dance, but they're a dangerous team, very dangerous team.
It is. I just like what I'm seeing. That O-line, they lost Collins for the year, I believe. It was Collins. And they
Kappa.
still
Kappa, yeah.
And Kappa. What's up with Kappa? Did he get hurt like last year too or a year before that? I don't know.
Well, he was in Tampa last year, right?
Yeah, he was in Tampa. That's what I'm saying. Did he get injured for Tampa last year too?
Their O-line's always getting hurt.
That's what I'm saying. It seems like something always up, man. Yeah, Joe Burrow, I like they not missing a beat at all with missing on linemen. They still pushing the ball downfield. Joe Mixon still getting involved. The Bengals are the Bengals from last year. Let me just put it like that. The defense, I think the defense probably took a step back, but
you think? I think that's
I feel like I don't think they're getting any sacks or pressures that they want.
That's not good enough though.
Is Hendrickson? Is he hurt?
Nah, he had a sack yesterday. No, the last week. I think he had
I think he was hurt. I think he just came back. I think he was hurt for a little bit. Or Sam Hubbard, one of them.
Yeah. As long as they're getting pressure from their front four, I think the Bengals will be all right. That back end, Eli Apple, like I said, it's just he's on a team some way, somehow. I guess his mom was a good agent or a good cheerleader, one of the two.
You got Jesse Bates over the top of you stand a chance.
Yeah, Von Bell, he got the protector Von. So I guess that's working out for him. I think everybody taking the Bengals here, right?
Yeah.
Pretty simple. See Flowers like the first playoff week, man. It's pretty simple.
I really think the only one I'm questioning myself about is the Jags and the Chargers.
If Mike Williams plays, Chargers could win that. But if Mike Williams doesn't play, Jacksonville's gonna take that one. That's my mindset on that one, Get.
Yeah.
All right, Flowers. I'm about to play this video. Like I didn't get a chance to finish it, but I'm gonna say it what this is. So I'm about to let y'all see it.
Mm-hmm.
The lock of the week. Flowers, Buccaneers, and the Cowboys. Remember what you said now.
I remember what I said.
Right,
but you know what? Let me be realistic because after you say some things and you have a couple of days to think about some things. let me throw this out here. I think Tampa Bay is gonna beat Dallas this week. But my only question is, I don't know the mindset of the Tampa Bay Buccaneer locker room, Ben. That's the only thing that just bothers me about this matchup. And Tampa Bay can win this game, but my question is, how much are they concerned or invested in making a run in the playoffs? That's my only question.
I think it comes down to Tom Brady also. I think he already got 1 foot. He got 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in the door. I mean,
so you see where I'm coming from now, right?
Yeah. I think they hobble into the playoffs. I don't think they're even supposed to be there. Just how the whole locker room situation, like you point out, the coach. We don't even know if he gonna be back. They say they want him back, but we don't know. It feel like they about to blow up the whole team. Like they just gonna Tom Brady.
Are they ready to fight one last? That's my only burning question.
One last hurrah.
You play it lock. I'm gonna take them this week.
That's your lock of the week, right?
This is my lock of the week. I'm gonna take them.
I'm not taking them because we're not gonna see that sorry performance what they did against the Commander. First, it was the divisional rival. Dak was terrible. I say that whole team did not want to play. I guess I have a friend who's a Cowboys fan. He said they didn't play because they saw the score of the Eagles and who the Eagles played
the Giants.
The Giants. Yeah, they saw the score. They're like,
can I counter that? That's a bunch of crap. If that's the case, take Dak Prescott out. Don't let him throw 37 times. Do not let him throw that.
So you said they didn't have
look that bad. Do not let him. Do not allow him to look that bad. And the playoffs is right around the corner.
He said they have no impact on the game whatsoever. That score.
That's a lot.
Of them knowing.
I can't ride with that. That sounds like a Cowboy excuse.
He's a diehard Cowboys fan. I tried to get him on the pod tonight to talk about his Cowboys, but he said he's busy.
Let's look at the Bucks and the Falcons for 1 second. Just quick few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
They were back and forth. What did Tampa Bay do? Pulled their starters.
Yep.
Pulled the starters. What did Dallas do? They played the majority of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They got outclassed. And I understand that they'll have a mindset to play better, because of the playoffs and stuff, but that's just too much for me to overlook. I'm sorry.
I just can't take Tampa, man. Like, I don't see Dak and the Cowboys continue this cycle again, beat in the first round. I think this cycle ends this year of them losing like that.
I hope. I mean, it'd be nice.
That's a good team. It's a good team.
It's a good team that can be great, and they're not great. That's the problem.
Yes. I don't know. I don't think it's Dak's fault. I think it's a combination of the defense. Like I said, they give up to me big plays, man. They got too much talent on that defense to not understand assignment football, to be out of place. They are too good players to be out of place, out of position.
I got a number for you.
Mm-hmm.
They have 5 sacks in the last 6 games. You are not going to beat Tom Brady if you cannot get to him.
Pressure. Mm-mm.
They have their tackles back.
That's the thing. Micah Parsons is the X factor.
Mm-hmm. And where has he been?
Where has he been? They got Tristan Wirfs back now. Tampa played him first game of the year, handled him pretty well. I know it was a long time ago, but it was in Dallas. Dallas is the only team in the playoffs, in my opinion, that needed home field advantage the most because they are terrible on the road. They are terrible on the road. They look slower on grass, in my opinion. Maybe that's what it is. They look a little slower on grass.
They only play in one spot.
What is the formula that I gave you early? That I gave y'all earlier this year? Zeke and Pollard got to split carries 15 times apiece. Dak can't throw it no more than 30 times. I keep telling y'all this.
He should not throw it more than 30 times in this game.
No,
he's going to have to. He's going to have to.
They're gonna lose. I feel like,
that's why they're gonna lose. They got to control the line of scrimmages, both sides of the ball. As long as Vita Vea's playing, he's back playing, and everybody, their front seven is healthy, Dallas is gonna have a time.
I'll give the Bucks this. I said the defense is sorry, but I give them this. They know how to create turnovers and pressure. They know how to get pressure and create turnovers. That's why I said Dak cannot throw this ball 30 plus. He cannot. I say stick them right at 30. Don't let them go past 30. You have to rely on Zeke and Pollard. They're going to have to get the bulk of the offense, point blank. That's the only way you're going to slow this. But that's the only way you're going to slow this Buck defense down. You got to punch him in the mouth. That's what you got to do.
Get some turnovers. This is the only way y'all going to win this game. You cannot let Tom Brady sit back there and carve you up because Tom Brady's going to drop 3 quick step, drop
bam,
step,
bam.
5 step, boom, boom, boom. It's out quick. So,
and Diggs, he cannot be jumping on routes, man. He get fooled by double moves
every time.
Every time. Bro.
Mike Evans might cook him.
He might get cooked this week.
That's what I'm saying.
What? Another thing that helps Tampa Bay, the game is on Monday. The game is Monday night. So they get extra rest, extra prep time, giving Tom Brady extra time.
We might have to do the pod Tuesday then.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have a stat for y'all. Tom Brady's have never lost to the Dallas Cowboys. He's 7-0 against the Cowboys since 2003.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yes. Undefeated. That's crazy.
Hard
Just
to bet
change your
against
pick.
him. Hard to bet against him in
No,
the
I was
playoffs.
thinking with the Cowboys. I cannot see them losing year after year in the first round. Like, that's just crazy. Like, y'all got some bad voodoo or something, and they losing like that.
Look, Sean Payton's foaming at the mouth right now. If Dallas
Lord.
loses, the Chargers lose. Man, he gonna have some choices.
He would go have a
Hey,
nice, good
that's
coach.
gonna help the Saints too, because they're gonna get more compensation. They're gonna be driving up the
Yes.
price.
And
We need it
Gatwood,
too.
you make a great point because I was laughing about the Broncos interviewing them, and I'm saying, okay, what are the Broncos going to give the Saints?
They were talking about giving us that Chubb first round pick. You know, they got from Miami.
Do you want that?
No, that's late round.
Oh, they did. They did get that back. Well, I mean, that's probably going to be the 21st, 22nd pick.
Yeah, that's not good.
But if y'all got the Broncos, oh wait, never mind. That is the
Yeah,
Broncos.
that's the
lost
Broncos
theirs.
pick.
The Seahawks got that. The Seahawks
I don't even know why the
the
Broncos would want to do that, because I feel like Sean Payton. I think he getting tired coaching old quarterbacks.
I think
they need a good one.
They were trying to get rid of Drew.
Chargers.
They really want to move on from Drew. That's why they who was that quarterback they were looking at? When Drew was going through all them injuries, they were looking at. I forgot who they were looking at, but I think Sean Payton wants somebody fresh like Herbert.
Dude, that'd be insane.
You
know how great that'd be for his career.
Exactly.
Oh, that'd be awesome to see.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna keep our eyes on that too. All right. They came out with the Hall of Fame, I believe, the semi-finalists.
Yeah, semi-finalist list. Mm-hmm.
So I know as they said 3 to 8 players can get in. I want y'all to choose 3 who y'all put in. So I'll read the list real quick. Darrelle Revis, Joe Thomas, Willie Anderson, Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne, Andre Johnson, Jerry Allen, DeMarcus Ware, Dwight Freeney, Albert Lewis, Rondé Barber, Devin Hester, Zach Thomas, Patrick Willis, Darren Woodson.
There's a lot. There's a lot that's gonna get in. Maybe not first ballot. Maybe not all of them first ballot, but a lot of them are gonna get in.
Flowers, what 3 would you put in most definitely?
I like to show love to, the older players like Willie Anderson. Willie Anderson deserves to be in.
They didn't play for the Bengals.
Yeah, left tackle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Long time, very successful. Revis is probably the first ballot. I mean, I wish they would just put people that have been on the list a long time in. Like Darren Woodson deserves to be in.
Yeah.
Rondé Barber deserves to be in.
Yes.
Like Rondé Barber was special.
Mm-hmm.
You got people like Zach Thomas. And oh my goodness, I can go on.
It's hard.
Joe Thomas.
I can't. I don't know if I can put Torrey Holt in over Isaac Bruce. I don't think Isaac Bruce is in either.
Jared Allen was a dog.
Yes, Jared Allen was a dog. Reggie Wayne.
I put DeMarcus Ware.
Dwight Freeney.
Dwight Freeney.
Yep. Your boy from
my goodness.
Dude,
if I had to choose my 3 though, I'll probably go Darrelle Revis, Zach Thomas, and Darren Woodson.
What about Joe Thomas?
He just retired. Like, that dude got plenty of time, man. Like,
he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
But I feel like Zach Thomas is a first ballot. How long has Zach Thomas been on that list, though? Zach Thomas is underrated. Oh my word, he was the anchor.
Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis are probably the best duo of defensive ends I've seen, like in my lifetime. That duo was crazy.
You got good. I got Wood.
And Bob Sanders at safety.
If he would have played 4 or 5 more years, he would probably be knocking on the door.
Talking about
Bob Sanders.
Yeah, the injuries got him. The injury.
Yeah, injuries got
5'9" safety. I never seen a 5'9" safety.
Bob Sanders, Dwight Freeney, and Robert Mathis on the field at the same time. That was an amazing time for me.
I don't know. It's just hard to choose, man.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's
I think Johnson will get in.
Andre Johnson could be a first ballot Hall of Fame. I mean, look who all the quarterbacks Andre Johnson had thrown to him, and he was still dominant. That's the definition of a great receiver right there, Andre Johnson.
Yeah, man, they didn't treat him right. That's another Texan receiver y'all misuse. Who that? David Carr. That was his boy at first.
Schaub, Rosenfeld.
Matt Schaub, Johnson. Gatwood. You got a Matt Schaub jersey in your closet?
No, I never had a Schaub jersey. Hey, you know what's crazy though? I actually had a Bob Sanders jersey. I used to have a Bob Sanders jersey when I was a kid.
Yeah, we man of taste.
I like Bob Sanders.
Man, I seen Bob Sanders. You remember when they came down here and had the preseason game against the Saints?
Jackson, yeah.
Man, I seen Bob. They was at the store. I actually seen Bob Sanders one time. It was from a distance though.
Oh man. You actually made me remind me of this story I had. It was a Saints practice. I think it was at in Jackson actually before the game.
Millsaps.
And I was like, I can't remember how old I was. I had to be like 10 or 11 maybe. I was a kid though. But I went down the wrong ramp, and the ramp led to the practice field. But practice was over, and all the NFL players would come up the ramp, and they just walking past me. I walked past Cameron Jordan and some of the other guys. No, it wasn't Cameron Jordan. It was Charles Grant and Will Smith. I'm looking up, and I'm like, oh, I'm going the wrong way. And they just looking at me like, where this kid going?
You're a sea of black and gold.
I know it. I'm a kid amongst giants. I don't look at Charles Grant, Will Smith. Like, dang, dude. Then I saw. I know, man. It was just crazy. But let's go into some news and notes real quick. You know, the All-Pro team was released. I want to hear the team.
Yeah.
All right. At quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Running back, Josh Jacobs. Fullback, Kyle Kuz.
Juszczyk.
Yeah, Juszczyk. I don't know why. I'm trying to put Kyle and Juszczyk together. Wide receiver is Justin Jefferson and Devontae Adams. Tight end is Travis Kelce. Left tackle is Trent Williams. Left guard is Joel Patino from Cleveland. Center is Jason Kelce from Philadelphia. Right guard is Zach Martin from Dallas. Right tackle is Lane Johnson from Philadelphia. Defense, edge rushers Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett. Interior defensive lineman Chris Jones, Aaron Donald, nose tackle Dexter Lawrence from the Giants, off the ball linebackers. Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, and cornerbacks are Patrick Surtain and Darius Slay.
Okay.
I don't know about
Surtain. That's what's up, Surtain.
Darius Slay. I feel like
he had a good start to the year.
Yeah, I feel like those better corners than Darius.
I don't know if Slay is an all. Yeah, I don't know if he's first team all pro.
What,
I think this is the one the players voted on.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, it was the one players voted on. Then
Aaron Donald's hurt, so they probably didn't put him in there.
Free safety Micah Fitzpatrick and strong safety Darren James. What am I saying, Jones? Darren James. How Darren James? He's missed half of the season too.
He played a good bit this year.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't like him for what he did against Indianapolis, but
it is what it is, huh?
It is what it is.
All right. Got a little bit more news for you. All right, the draft order. Have y'all seen it?
Yes.
Bears first, Texans second, Cardinals third. What do y'all think the Cardinals gonna do with third pick? The third pick, O-line.
They'll trade down.
You think they'll trade back? Yeah.
Or get a defensive player.
Defensive player, edge rusher.
Linebackers. Who are the Cardinals linebackers? I hardly ever hear their name called. Isaiah Simmons, but he's not really a linebacker. He's like a hybrid.
He's good, man.
Other than that,
that defense. Yeah.
They need to show that defense.
Yeah. Colts at 4.
CJ
quarterback, huh?
CJ Stroud.
CJ
Stroud or Bryce. Don't be shocked if they traded up with Chicago.
Chicago don't need a quarterback.
Man, I'd want Stroud if I were you. Did you watch that Ohio State game versus Georgia?
I did. I like CJ. But I'd be so skeptical about these Ohio State quarterbacks.
Man, look at Justin Fields though.
But look at who he was throwing to. That's the thing, you know.
Yeah, but
throwing
Marvin
Harrison
Jr.
The thing about Bryce Young, I love Bryce Young. Yeah, I love everything about him. It's just he's so small. That's just the only turnoff about him.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he throw bad passes sometimes because of his height, man. Like he threw a double coverage. I forgot what game it was. It was terrible. I don't know what he saw. Well, it was like double, triple coverage.
Y'all got to get C.J. Stroud and then Marvin Harrison Jr. He's got to go. He's got to be a Colt.
He's got to have Marvin Harrison Jr. has to have blue and white on, man.
Yeah, it's the only right thing to do.
He's a dog. He is so good.
He looks just like his father, but he's 6'4". That's scary.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know he was that tall.
Yes, he is.
How he become 6'4"? His dad only like 5'10".
He got that generational gene. That growth gene.
Oh my goodness. Dang, that's crazy.
Marvin Harrison was 6 foot, 6'1".
He didn't seem like that tall.
Marvin Harrison was about 6 foot.
His wife must be 6 foot.
Maybe. Hey, Marvin Harrison's a quiet gangster now.
Hey, you got that right. He don't play no games.
Don't play no games though.
All right. Seahawks have the 5th pick. The Lions have the 6th pick. That is.
Can we stop talking about the Lions drafting a quarterback, please? Is that done?
No, they don't need to draft a quarterback.
Jeez, okay, I'm done.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I'm done. Okay, they got more pressing needs. Okay, I say that.
Defense.
Corner, man.
Next year, I think
linebackers. No, they need linebackers.
Jameson Williams is gonna break out next year. He'll be healthy, and then you got St. Brown. He's a dog. I mean, they got some pieces on offense.
They would have had a tight end if they didn't trade him away.
I don't know why they did that.
Man won't pay him. That's probably why.
They don't got no money tied up nowhere.
What about the Bears? They traded the 33rd pick.
Oh, Gatwood just went out. What are you talking about? The Bears traded the third pick?
I'm not sure. Now, I will say this about the Bears, though. And people got to understand. If Gatwood's back, I'll let him continue.
Yeah, what you was. Nope.
Okay,
there we go.
Let me continue. People have to understand that the new regime that's there that draft Josh Fields, because they came out today, they asked the GM, I think his name Ryan Poles, came from Indianapolis. Remember that. How do they feel about Justin Fields and would they draft a quarterback? And the main thing when you listen to these kind of interviews, you have to catch on to what they're saying. They did not confirm that Justin Fields was the quarterback of the future. They did not do that. What he said was it would have to be something on film that blew my mind away. So I think that tells us, in a sense, Justin Fields might be available. He might be available.
I hope so. Kind of Saints, man. We need a quarterback so bad. There you go, Gatwood. Just need
I don't
to cut
think
your
it's out
camera
the
on
question.
Gatwood. Yeah,
I don't think that's a question for Chicago to not draft a quarterback. Like I don't think we can't overrule the theory that they will not draft a quarterback. I think it is a possibility they can.
Because it was some people putting a narrative out there that he was just overrated because he ran for like 110 and only threw for like 70 yards. It was outrageous. And everybody like, oh, he overrated. I'm kind of feeling like I wanted the Bears feeling like he's not that good of a passer or something.
They pretty much said, the GM pretty much said today that they would like Justin Fields to work on his passing.
So there we go. All right, we can hear you, can't see you.
We can hear you.
I don't know why my camera won't come on now.
Go to your settings and try to click the right camera. No. It's cool. We can't see you. Well, he just exited out. All right. The Raiders at 7. Quarterback. Are they gonna find one in free agency?
You know what? We'll know before the draft gets there. That's the one thing we can't say about free agency. Because if they sign a quarterback in free agency or trade for one, you know they'll draft for depth. But let's say if they did draft a quarterback, what if CJ Stroud was there? Would they take him?
Probably so. They would need to because they can't go into the season with that quarterback. I forgot who the guy was. Stidham. They can't go in the season. They can't go in the season with Stidham. That's for sure. Were you there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm just going to go the rest of it without the camera.
Oh, that's fine, bro. That's fine. All right. Falcons at 8. Carolina at 9. Philadelphia at 10. That hurt so bad.
At least it got down to 10, though.
Yeah, I know. I like keep winning, push that pick down.
At least it got down to 10.
Oh, that's crazy. Titans at 11, Texans at 12 from Cleveland, Jets at 13, Patriots at 14, Green Bay at 15, Commanders at 16, Steelers at 17, and the Lions are back at 18.
Lions are sitting pretty.
They are. All right. Y'all ready to see the stud or duds?
Yeah, let's check them out.
Let's go. All right, I'm gonna start off with the studs, of course. I believe. Let's go with George Flowers. Who your stud? Oh, did we lose Flowers? Hey, what happened? Did I clicked? Is you off or something?
No, I think my phone might have did that.
Oh, okay. All right, Flower. We can go with your stud first.
I gotta give a shout out to an old friend from Naptown named Hines.
Named Hines. Let's go.
Doing it for DeMar.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It's your time. You'd like to keep us updated.
Yeah, we'll keep everybody posted on Pittsburgh and Cleveland, Miami, and the Jets. We're underway as New England decided to defer after winning the toss. And here's Hines on the run back, breaking a tackle and taking it past midfield. And down the sideline he goes. This is storybook. An opening kickoff return for DeMar Hamlin. And this place is absolutely going wild.
Yep, that's crazy.
That's a beautiful sight right there.
That was. It was a special moment for sure. All right, Gatwood, who's your stud?
JJ Watt. He got 2 sacks to end his career.
JJ.
Let me just say this, Gatwood. You kind of broke the rules, but I'll do it for you since JJ is retiring.
Exactly.
The Cardinals did lose, but I'm going to show his highlight anyway.
You got to finish off JJ's career, right?
Double-digit sacks, too, this year.
Yep, 12.5.
All right, here it is. JJ Watt.
He's hit, hangs onto the football, the sack, JJ Watt.
That's it right there, Gatwood.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Did you cry?
First ballot, most definitely.
I didn't cry. I want to, though.
It's all right if you did, Gatwood. Hey, don't let nobody tell you a man cannot shed a
tear. He cried. Look at Gatwood crying. All right. Tyler stud was Christian Kirk Cousins. I don't know why, but it was.
Kirk.
First and goal, 4-yard line, fake to Cook. Cousins, end zone, touchdown, Adam Thielen.
Thielen. I see you, boy. I see you. Brady, who that? Mike Gesicki.
All right, it was
Mike
Gesicki.
Yeah, Mike Gesicki.
dragging his foot.
All right.
They called it the skedaddle when he did it.
The skedaddle. Yeah, he was skedaddling out of there. He was going a little bit too fast. All right, RC stud was Jared Goff.
Expected to run. They do against St. Brown, who pitches it back to Swift, who's on the run. Swift inside the 20 to the 17-yard line.
That was a great play they ran.
That was
right
cool.
there.
That was a cool.
Ben Johnson, the head coach somewhere. Yeah, I hope you know what? I hope he stays with Detroit for another year or two. Pay him Detroit. Pay him, make him the highest paid offensive coordinator just to keep him because he is the flow to the engine.
Yes, I mean, if they doing so well, so why not pay him? My stud is Jamal Williams. He broke Barry Sanders' record.
Williams into the end zone. The Lions retake the lead.
Hey, that was more than 2 pumps, sir. That was more than 2 pumps.
Yeah, get that third pump in.
Oh man, yeah, he broke Barry Sanders' rushing TD record.
Long time standing record for the Detroit organization. Congratulations, young man.
Yeah, he balled this year.
All right, let's go into the duds. Flowers, who's your dud?
Quay Walker from the Green Bay Packers.
Quay Walker.
Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
Matt LaFleur.
So the trainer basically is just trying to get in to give assistance to.
Come on, man.
Why? Like, I'm looking
man.
for other video too because he was crying walking down the tunnel. He was like a kid.
Don't cry now. I mean, you did it.
Hey, you know how he was like a kid and he just told go to his room when he walking down the hallway. Man, you never let me do anything.
Man, you can't do something like that, especially after a trainer just saved
Yes.
life.
Why would you push the train? Like,
I've never seen, even if the stuff with DeMar Hamlin didn't happen, I've never in my life playing or watching football seen somebody push a trainer that's trying to get to a hurt player out the way.
Yeah.
Like,
and the thing is, the trainer didn't push him. You know how you tell somebody, let them know,
like, hey, let me get through here real fast.
Yeah, let me get through here. They was like that's. I thought that was just a universal language of, hey, let me get right here.
It is. It is. He was frustrated. Detroit was getting at him. He got frustrated.
My goodness, man. But I wish I had a video of him walking through that tunnel. It was so funny. All right, Gatwood, who's your dud?
The Texans for winning the game and losing the number 1 pick.
See, look, you breaking rules, but I'll let you do it because your team, your old team, the Texans.
Hey, before you play this clip, there was another dud I wanted to send you that happened in this game on our special teams. I don't know if you seen it or not.
No, I didn't see it.
One of our special teams players tackled one of our return guys and knocked the ball out of his hand.
Yes. He couldn't tell what team it was or something? But
look, I feel like Irsay made the call. Look, we don't need to win this game.
Yeah.
It was on a kickoff return. I'm not. It was the guy we traded from Tampa Bay, Stewart or something like that. His special teams player number 41. I'm gonna send y'all a clip after this. He comes and wraps his arms around Dallas Flowers and strips him. I'm looking like, what in the world?
He said he got a call from upstairs.
He got the call. Hey, no.
He got some extra money.
Oh, man, I wonder how much they paid him.
I wonder
how much they sent him underneath the table. That's crazy. But here's the Texans winning the game. Gatwood breaking the rules.
Comes inside, watch him over the middle. Who will pick first in the draft? Mills to the end zone. It's caught. Akins and the Houston.
And then Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith gets fired that day.
Yeah, Lovie.
Thank you, Lovie.
He went for 2. He went for 2 to win the game. That's
Lovie
crazy.
knew what he was doing. I don't think Houston won. Houston wasn't trying to win that game. I'm telling you, they were not trying to win that game.
They wasn't.
Oh, the players are, but the management wasn't.
Dang, man. I can't believe that happened, though. My dud was Deshaun Watson.
Man.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson's eyes looking to try to steal something.
Great trash.
Watson over the middle. Intercepted.
DeMonte KZ
with the pick and great field position for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I
like you seen a ghost.
I like when somebody mess up and they pan the camera back to the person.
Either here, he like you seen a ghost.
Like, where he come from?
Let's give him all season.
Thank you.
Let's give him all season.
Oh,
I ain't gonna do him that bad. But that was funny though.
Yeah, it was. He was looking like, where he come from? All right, RC. No, this Tyler's dud is Dak Prescott, which is understandable. It really is.
Takes that all the way untouched. Four-man rush. Prescott. That one might be a pick six. It will be. Touchdown, Washington. You believe that?
Come on,
hey,
man.
They've known for 2-3 weeks that they were locked in the 5th seed. I don't want to hear no excuses from those Dallas fans.
Yeah.
He said they quit because they knew they was out. Oh, that's funny.
Don't play the starters.
RC Dud is that bad man, Aaron Rodgers.
Here's a blitz. Can Rodgers beat it? Big ball downfield, and it is intercepted by Kirby Joseph. Joseph out of bounds around the 45. He's got Rodgers for the 3rd time, and the Packers.
Who he's yelling at? Because I don't understand who is he mad at?
Himself.
Hopefully it was himself.
I would hope. I would really hope he would yell at himself.
Nah, I think something happened, man. Aaron Rodgers sold. He sold.
He sold.
You can't tell me otherwise. Because on 2 interceptions he threw, there was a safety over the top.
Aaron Rodgers smarter than that.
That's what I'm saying. He's smarter than when I saw him when he threw them passes. I was like, that's in coverage. Like there's a safety. The safety had to come up to catch the ball in both instances. So he was playing the route the whole way. So I don't know what Aaron Rodgers was throwing that into. I think he sold, bro.
It make you feel that way.
That was terrible. But he said that he don't know. Well, he told Jameson Williams that he keeping his jersey. He asked for the jersey. He said, I'm keeping this one. So that might be a sign that he might be going.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you know he's like a feet. Nah, never mind.
Depends. Brett Favre 2.0 retiring.
It depends what the next shroom trip tells him.
Oh, he left that. I heard he dumped that witch. I know. I guess her voodoo. I guess her voodoo one that's strong as Giselle.
He ain't gotta be. He ain't gotta be with the Salem witch to mess with that. What's it called? The swashbuckler.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, he said he needs some stronger stuff, man. I forgot about this. Let me go over news and notes real quick. There's a rumor that Cardinals going to trade D-Hop.
He requested for a trade.
Okay. So
I want him to go to contender for once.
He needs to.
Because maybe he ends up back with the Browns.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that.
Roquan Smith agreed to a 5-year, $100 million deal.
Yeah, Lamar ain't coming back.
How you gonna pay Lamar?
Yeah,
give a linebacker $20-something million a year.
Yep, that's right on the wall right there. The Jets have fired offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur. I don't feel like it was his fault though. That it was just. When they had Brees Hall, they were rolling.
They need a little more offense.
Who's their offensive coordinator?
It was Mike LaFleur.
Is that Matt's brother?
Yep. That's his brother.
The Cardinals fired Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
And the GM stepped down.
They cleaned it out.
Because they gave Kyler that contract.
Well, they gave Kyler the contract before they gave Cowler the contract, they gave the GM and Kingsbury an extension. So obviously the owner wants to pay people a lot of money that don't have to work.
I need a job.
I'm telling you, hey, give me a 4-year extension and fire me.
Yeah,
Send me on home.
Yeah. Send me an early retirement.
Give me my check. Yeah, go on, send me an early retirement. You gave Cliff Kingsbury a 3-4 year extension just to fire him in the first year of it.
Man, that's crazy. The Panthers are interviewing former head coach Frank Wright.
Okay.
And the Panthers are requesting to interview Cowboys OC Kellen Moore. Please hire Kellen Moore.
Wait, who?
He's been wanting a job.
Who's
been wanting a job?
The Panthers.
Okay.
Please do.
McCarthy probably would, if he was still there, he probably would take over the play call if Kellen Moore left.
That's true.
Sean Payton.
I just don't like the Cowboys play calling. That's all. It's vanilla sometimes.
I agree.
All right, guys. That's about it. Anything else y'all want to bring up before we end the show?
Oh man, good show, man. Nice to meet Coach AP and
you wasn't here for the first one we did.
No, I wasn't, man.
Good dude. He's a good dude for real.
Look, I salute anybody that takes their time out to try to make kids, grow up and be better than their situations and give them insight and give them growth to, let them know they can have fun and be anything they want to be.
That's how you make the society flourish, man. You raising the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
we gotta do better. We gotta do better.
Definitely. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining us. Y'all can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. Just type in VOL Sportscast or type in Voice of the Fans. We'll pull up, like and subscribe, share with your family and friends. We appreciate all the love and the support. We'll be back Tuesday because there's a playoff game Monday. We ain't gonna be on when there's a playoff game on.
That's right.
Y'all watch with us.
Peace
Tuesday
and
we'll
love.
be back. Yes, we out of here. Catch y'all boys later.
See y'all later.